SIU is funny, bro. We're gonna talk about what he's doing with Tower God right now, because so anyone who's not reading the raws and everything, you got to run if you're not a raw reader. I do these a little bit in advance so that by the time those chapters come out, I have a discussion out for it already. Today it's just me. I don't know where the boys are at. So this is kind of your like last warning and last second in case you're somebody who's only a fast pass reader or an official reader. I don't want to spoil anybody.
A little something like eeny, meeny, right from the beginning. Smoke a little pack, but the pack never timid. Church, but I'm seeing it. Curse when I'm winning. She need a new back. When it's back, I'ma bend it. Slap up some guinea. Ask me to hit it. Watch a nigga black super yak, I'ma quit it. Swerve in the Benzie. Perfume is Fendi. Bobbin' move fast, real fast like I'm Ricky. That's 'cause I'm pretty. Came from the dirt. Showing up a nigga can't handle the work. Ooh, y'all, swing with it first. Young white girl like a ramble.
All right, say hi to YouTube. This will be on YouTube in like 100 million weeks when it finally comes out. But let's talk, man, because I gotta say this off rip. I do not think this chapter confirms that we are getting the Princess War arc. That is not what this chapter did for me. I gotta say that. This is just the Bachelor Tower of God. He's just gonna get a bunch of people who want to fight for Baam's hand in marriage. I'm not saying there will not be a bunch of jihad princesses from these families competing. But by the end of this chapter, my takeaway wasn't jihad war princess arc immediately. I didn't think that immediately. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah. So let's get it. With the stuff, Naya reads in second place is really high. Oh yeah, my bad. I don't want to spoil anybody. Yeah, I know that, Ray Queen. I don't keep these up. I put these on my Patreon. So they're locked behind Patreon, and they come out the week that they're supposed to come out. I don't post raws on YouTube and stuff like that. So I do these in advance because the only way that I can honestly make content the way that I make it is to do it in advance and stockpile videos like weeks and weeks in ahead because I'm very busy. If I don't do that, I couldn't make content for you guys. I can't do the weekly thing. So being able to go 7 weeks ahead, have those reactions and discussions and videos made in advance is how I'm able to continue like being around like this. But anywho, I want to see Kun, Maria, Raptor's daughter. And yep, I'm feeling that. Expanding the hairbenders for sure. They're fighting for Baam's seed. God, they are. It's getting kind of crazy. But okay, we'll kind of go in order. We'll start. So, Urek and Rachel are talking about the worship cup and being a right incident. I actually really like this panel. I don't know. I like this panel. I don't like. It's funny because I like this panel, but I immediately hate the panel after. Like the one where they're walking. I'm like, what the hell is Urek wearing? This is awful. Rachel has never had any swag a day in her life. This is just a terrible outfit. She's just ugly, bro. She's just ugly. Like, what is going on? But in this panel, I was like, hold on, I like it. But they weren't moving from the back. Now, I noticed that this is Ghost. And I want to say maybe Apple and whoever. Like, who are they rolling with here? Like, this got to be like Ghost, right? I'm trying to see if that person in the hat, I can't necessarily tell who that is. But yeah. Anyways. Rachel looks kawaii. Stop sipping the drink. Yikes! No, don't do that. The straw panel TL went crazy. Did they actually? So, and you're gonna see in my live reaction on. I have to say this earlier that for this chapter, the main gimmick of the chapter was spoiled for me in advance in my own group chat. For anybody who's on the Patreon, you already seen me talk about that. I left every group chat I'm in as a result of that. I don't. That's why part of the reason why I want to talk about me caring about Tower of God. I don't want to be spoiled. I want to experience it in real time. So I was very, very, very upset. We haven't seen Ghost since the beginning of season 3, I believe, when Baam said that this was the strongest C rank regular he ever fought. So we're on Warp. So you see Gustang here. And Aguero was able to like kind of discern that this was Gustang. And I think we can say that Gustang, I guess he didn't plan this kind of warping. I thought maybe for some reason the warping was kind of something that's in his head. Not in his head, that he planned out in advance. Sorry. In his head in advance. And I thought that was very interesting. So 1 minute 3, but Ghost is V. I remember that. I remember that being a thing back in the beginning of season 3, and I remember a lot of people I don't even know if this was a serious or we were just joking about it, but I remember when the Essence of Bravery story our backstory was first kind of introduced, people thought that the person in the Chaos Emerald, the crystal, so to speak, was V as well. So he called it Essence of V. So there was that. There was that too. So. I was thinking maybe it's Arcaptor's daughter with the hat and stuff. I was trying to see if I could maybe get a glimpse of the earring, but I couldn't see from that far back. So I was trying to discern who it was, because I think that she was going to play a major role in this upcoming arc. But okay, let that theory die, please. Yeah, I don't believe the theory, but I know there's a lot of people in these communities, they love theory crafting and being in headcanon like territory. I'm not one of those people. I kind of stick to what I know and what I can deconstruct, analyze, and think critically about that's already there. I'm not really a theory person like that. And sometimes the crazier they are, the less I believe them. I'm not a conspiracy theory person either, so that's kind of how I am. So you have Gustang here, knowing that some people from Lopobia family are being held not hostage, but he basically says to keep them there, and he takes the ship with him. With Aguero and stuff. I like this because this puts Aguero and Rachel immediately in the same territory, and I want to see how their first confrontation post, like, didn't that blow your heart up on the hidden floor? Like, I want to see how that interaction is going to go. It's going to be very interesting, so that will be cool. Now, I'm going to ask you guys a question in advance before we get to that part of the chapter. I'm sure we're all pretty excited to see how this, like, I guess... this war for Baam is going to play out, but do you think the way that it happened do you like the way that it happened? Did you think that, like, I got a couple of DMs say SIU was shameless for this, but at least we got the war arc, so to speak. How are you guys feeling about that? Aguero and Rachel beef is one of my favorites since really, like, Aguero knew what happened with Rachel and Baam, and he's like, yo, that bitch kind of killed my best friend, and he stunned on her in the dollar show. That's when that conflict took off right then and there. That's when it got lit. I love them, their back and forth. I want to see if Aguero can get the upper hand this time around. So here we're right after the warp. We're at the warp ship that Baam and Traumerei are on, and a couple of confusing things happened to me here, but we'll talk about it. So Hajin Sung and Baam are there, blah, blah, blah. You see Traumerei just kind of analyzing the situation. Where am I? I'm not around the mothership, but I can feel Gustang's presence. He's not far from here. So maybe just because their family has been stronger, they have a higher level of sensory range, but I think he's been pretty inconsistent with sensing people's, like, locations and whatnot, because I think the family has presence. If you don't have that, like, anklet, that Urek wore on the floor of death, I think it should be very obvious that you're in the presence of somebody extremely powerful to a high degree. So, what's up? I'm good, bro. It was shameless, yes, but also hilarious. Fair enough. It was fun with SIU. It was funny with what SIU did, so I don't mind. I'm good, man. Meh. I'm mixed on it. Not exactly sure how I feel about it, but I don't hate it yet. Couldn't the one already watches his kids kill each other. Now he gets to watch other families' kids kill each other. Let's see who God loves more. The Ross line from Kun. Yeah, that was really good. My predictions: Traumerei is a chick and will secretly join the competition, and Baam won't suspect that's Traumerei. No, that's not gonna happen, sir. I'm fine with it. It's probably other heads who give off their own aura. Maybe. I wonder if it's limited to regulars. I wish somebody in the story would explain sensing power, how sensing power. Yeah, I just think, again, he never really gone into detail about it. I just think sometimes it's a little inconsistent where somebody will sense something, or, you know, Sophia will be like this incomprehensible power over there in that corner. And then it's like somebody's literally in the face of a family hand and they're like, what? Like, that's Traumerei, nigga. Like, he different. You should know. So I think the reason why I say that is because, in my opinion, while I would put Urek above most family head except for Jahard, I think that is a debate that you could kind of you could figure out for yourself. Maybe you think he's stronger, you think he's weaker, you think they're even. But when he takes that anklet off, Hell Joe immediately is like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it was like that. Like, without the suppression tool, he couldn't hide how monstrous he was. And everyone was like, what the hell? I think part of the reason some people maybe didn't realize it was Urek Mazino, even though he has what's like hung on his back, and I think you should recognize number 4 in the tower, is because he was suppressing himself. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking that. But what's Traumerei's plan if someone from the other family wins? No idea. Maybe he'll just accept it because he was willing to accept just getting rid of Baam, if that was the king's will, so to speak, on that one chapter when he was talking about all the family politics. So Remains to be seen. At least SAU's letting the story acknowledge how Baam is. There's that. Part of me hated how it became this Bachelor thing. I'm interested to see how new characters. Okay, I got you. Want to limit the? I don't think it's limited to regulars. I don't think so. Honestly, I think we're gonna see rankers. I think either their aura is so high the normal ranker can't sense it, or he can mask it. I could buy like somebody being so monstrously more powerful than you can't even tell. Like, so maybe there's some truth to that. What's up, Irene? To cheat. If Baam lies again about he's not stronger than X character, I'm gonna be sick. Nah, yeah, SAU is inconsistent. I think that's probably just the right answer. It is what it is, though. No one's perfect. Still kind of lost what he gains from this. Traum, like he can very well lose. Maybe he's that confident, and somebody in his family could win. Maybe that's what it is. Meant to say how strong Baam is. Okay, so let's keep going for a sec now, right? Gustang. Don't be nervous. Do you think I'll be killing the person who will become my son-in-law? Son-in-law, you're still saying that? There's no way. But he's like, if you're that persistent, I gotta kill everybody right now. You even have the entity that like I want to hide from the world in your possession. So if you don't stand by my side, I ain't gonna really have any reason to let you live. And then so Hajin Sung starts spouting. Like Hajin Sung has been like, okay, I don't want to say this because I don't want to come across the wrong way. I like Hajin Sung, but this is kind of like what I'm afraid of. First of all, Baam's stronger than you. Let's just cut the cap, right? Baam's stronger. But he's more experienced. He's a better martial art. None of that matters. I don't like this role for him. This like, oh, family head. What if we like, I don't know, man. Like, Hajin Sung is not seeming as raw as he was. And obviously, as the story goes on, and in comparison to other characters, he's going to look a certain way. This is a fucking family head. That's not lost on me. But this is not moving me. This kowtowing, well, maybe if we hold a competition, and, oh, what about the opinion of the regular? Don't you think that marriage should be like, bro, this is not the role for him. I don't want to see him in this role. This is not moving me. That's all I'm trying to say. All right, he's not a bad character. He's not ruined or anything, but like this kowtowing to the family head right now is that's not my Hajin Sung. All right, that's all I'm saying. I don't think rankers qualify. If that's true, Ray wouldn't have chosen a regular first candidate. No regular could. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is going to be just regulars. I'm interested to see. We'll see. Maybe they might amend some rules later on in the month to come. We'll have to see. But I don't know. I think Traumerei rigging the game. I think so too. I think there's probably some card he has to play that he's confident that his family will win. If the competition in the game, then the rankers could easily participate with the regulars. There's that too. Like, if it's kind of like the stealing the fang tooth festival type of thing, where it's like different roles to play and whatnot. And then again, we don't know for sure. This is just combat based. This could literally be the Bachelor. Spend a week with Baam, and they're like in the hotel, and Baam's just like, I've never had sexual intercourse. I'm a little nervous. like I don't know. You never was out to see. So, yeah. So we'll see. Who, me or Traumerei? What do you mean? Cat Tower 2.0. Maybe if they let the rankers send proxy regulars, so someone to fight in their stead. That's interesting. No regular could have competed. The competition is a game. Yeah, I just saw that. Okay, so Traumerei being tricked by everybody. I don't even know why he's listening. That's the thing that I think is weird. So he's all like, okay, what's more important in the marriage is blah blah. So Hajin Sung is like, give Violi a choice. Yes. How about a competition? And he'll be the pride to the competition. So Baam was actually kind of making me laugh here. And obviously Hajin Sung is not trying to marry him off if someone doesn't know, but Baam is like being dense, I think. And he's like, but master, what are you saying? This is crossing the line. I'm like, bro, I'm like, does he even think about this type of shit? Like, do you be thinking about cheeks, bro, and getting married and things of that nature? Like, are these things that cross his mind? Like, deadass, I was wondering that. And after Josh was like, bro, relax. Like, what are you talking about? I'm trying to get you out of the competition, we're trying to get out of danger. Like, chill over there. Chill. So, what are you talking about? Hajin Sung is awesome. He is not kowtowing. He defied him in a soft-spoken, freckled way. Now he's buying time and tricking him to going with his plan. That's the smart option that makes sense for his character. He's not Yama just going to defy him and shout no all the time. Well, again, I want to make it clear that I don't think this makes him a bad character or anything. This is just not a role that I want to see him in. It's not moving me. I'm not a fan of this role. And maybe because I thought he was different, maybe the grandson of Haigh-Rankers or something, I thought maybe he had a better card to play. I don't know if that's why he's listening to him, because he's Haigh-Rankers' grandson. I'm not entirely sure, but my point is just like, sometimes there's certain characters. Okay, I can give a good example. Spoilers for anybody who like, I guess never read or finished Bleach. Kenpachi is not a character that I want to see cry for any reason. I'm just not interested. Oh, it humanizes. No, that's not the Kenpachi. I'm not here for that. Kenpachi's role is to be a battle-hungry maniac that does raw, cool, testosterone-filled shit. That's what I'm here to see Kenpachi do. And when he's crying fighting Unohana, I'm like, ew. Oh, what is this? This is not my Kenpachi. That's all I'm saying. That doesn't ruin the characters, make them bad or anything. It's not nonsensical in the writing. But I'm just talking from a personal standpoint. I'm like, this is not the role I'm trying to see that. That was just gross to me. Like, what? Even like what? Nah, that's not my Kenpachi. All right, be raw all the time, 200% of the time. That's all I'm saying. I don't think Baam's interested in girls. How much you want to bet on Dorsey's gonna get cucked again? I don't know. What's up? Traumerei probably respects Hajin Sung more because he's an oldie. There's probably that too. I imagine the tournament like Baam 7 dates, 7 girls, 7 days. Like one day Lalal, Shalal, day 3 it's Elaine. See, I want Elaine to win low key, but do you think that we're gonna meet Baam's actual love interest in this story, or do you think that his love interest has already been introduced? You know me, I always say that it's a Dory, but yeah, I feel it. Baam chooses who to marry, just like YouTuber F.U.G and it's gonna be a romance show. We'll see. Would you guys be into that though? Like if it wasn't just combat, it's like literally like kind of like The Bachelor. They go on dates, they talk. They're like, I like long walks on the beach. Do these family heads really care about their image? Traumerei could just say no, just breed. I feel that. Look at Baam. Look at Baam and tell me you see a dark change. Yo, bro, he changed. He's different now, bro. He's edgier. This is where I'm confused. I thought Traumerei was more dominating, but he seems off. That's kind of fair. You don't like seeing other sides to characters. That's not true. I do like seeing other sides to characters, but you have to do it in a way. To me, here's my ultimate point, Irene. For me, I could see Hajin Sung being reduced to this role for a very long time, like this back role. I actually liked when Yama bent the knee to Mule when he was holding his people hostage. It showed me another side to Yama, that he's multifaceted. He's not just this fear-mongering, in the cage person. It has nothing to do with me not liking other sides to a character, but sometimes a character is, to me, I think Hajin Sung is different, but Kenpachi for sure is a character that he's here to be a badass. That is his thematic role in the narrative. And I'm not interested in seeing him cry over some bullshit. That's all I'm saying. It's like I started crying about what she's done to Lise. Yeah, I'm not trying to see that. Kenpachi's supposed to be Uranus personified, nothing else, exactly. I didn't mean that. Just a little off-putting. Hajin Sung is raw. Certain level of characters. We're just in a higher level. Fair enough. Begging on my knees for Yewa to come back for this. Really? Baam X Elaine? Ew, it's not going to happen. Give me a romance arc? All right. Watch Rachel come and win it all? No! No! I'm a Baam Kum shipper, so we already know where I stand. I'm not mad at that. Nah, I just want to see them fight. Shit, I feel it. The family heads are going to be sending their princesses like Pokemon to get Baam. Couldn't with a wig about to go crazy. I got another new prediction. It'll be a cooking competition. All the wifeys bake some cake for Baam, and Baam is the judge. And Baam. Oh, I actually would like a cooking competition. I'm into that. You know what would be sick? No, hold on. Follow me. What if we did it like almost like some Toriko or what's that game called? Battle Chef Brigade. So it's not even you just cook. It's like so there's like, let's say there's like 4 people. And they're in this huge area where they have to go into like the wild, and they have to forage. They have to like kill and hunt, get the ingredients themselves, then bring it back and cook. So it's still like half combat, but half like romance. Like, can you cook? But also, can you go fuck up those beasts in the forest and hunt? Hold on, I would like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would mess with that. Some Iron Chef style thing. I'm into it. I won't lie to you. I think you need some type of combat though, but I would actually kind of like that, like Battle Chef Brigade. That would be clean. That would be so clean. Oh shoot. He ain't shouting about Ramsey does. That sounds too good. I say not doing it though. Where's the lamb sauce? Oh shoot, that would be so funny. So anyways, he basically had a plan. So if someone tries to marry him, and after so Traumerei agrees. Let's open up a tournament. I'll even allow a participant outside our family too. And if the final winner is someone in our family after taking all these measures, then you are also fine with the other one, correct? Yes, understood. Master, this is actually happening? That's right. From my point of view, it is rather good to have an excuse to show the external world. What do you guys think he means by that? Do you mean that this is an opportunity for him to kind of flex the greatness of the Lopobia family in tandem to other families? Like, my family's better than yours. What do you think he meant by that? I thought that line was particularly interesting. It stuck out to me. I'm actually expecting, since many of these girls are going to be forced into this, they're going to ally with Baam to help him escape. Sort of a temporary alliance thing. I could see that happening at some point. All their friends have to wear aprons, naked aprons, like Kumagawa, Hanbra. If you guys are into Madaka Box. This is a fight for Baam's hand, and hopefully he takes a major backseat this arc. Maybe unexpectedly Yuri come through. Yuri Jihad. How I miss one of my favorite princesses, man. I miss her. I would love to see Yuri, man. I think it's about putting on a show. Okay. Because I thought this line was interesting. I'm not sure what he meant by it. Because it's like, that's right. From my point of view, it is rather good to have an excuse to show the external world, but show them what exactly? Like, what are you trying to show them? And why? Like, to me, it's like Traumerei agreed because he thinks that this is a good idea. I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see. New prediction: Waifu are going to Tokyo Drift, and Baam wins. And Baam and first place wins. They're going to race to win Baam. That'd be interesting. Like some type of like long form combat race, a multiple day thing. I don't know. Perhaps the last station made the families look bad because the two were labeled traitors and they let Baam escape. Ooh, that's interesting. But Traumerei said basically, I have shit to do though, so like don't waste my time. In 1 month, we'll make it. And at first I was like, you can't do a competition like this. That's effed up, right? But then he said like, I will secretly send them like messages to the I'll secretly send messages to certain people in these families, and let them do something. 1 second. Yo, I'm gonna call you back. I'm streaming. I'm live one now. I'm gonna call you back. So yeah. We'll see how that goes. So do you agree with this? I love how Hajin Sung is answering, and Baam is just like, what the F is going on, dude? So now we get the best panel of the chapter. Let's just take a gander. This is the best panel. Traumerei is adorable. I think he wants to show this is a legit thing to the world. A show that will cripple F.U.G's morale. It will show F.U.G's poster boy joining the 10 great families. Okay, I like that. It's almost like a show against F.U.G. Like, you guys are not raw. But yeah, I like that. Cause I think she brings up a good point later. Like, you guys want me to marry a Slayer candidate? Like, they're against us. Like, why would I do that? And I like that. The family heads, for the first time in thousands of years, will be able to compete for a prize they actually care about. They love this. I guess that's a good point, because like having a Jihad princess is obviously incredible. But if you have an irregular that's not a family head, but it's up and coming in your family, you would be nigh unstoppable. Like, you'd be really, really powerful. It's like, I understand it. So. Also hilarious that he's giving Baam and Hajin Sung a month to plan this out. Yeah, maybe he needs something. Maybe also you want the month to get other families to, like, you know. So this part's pretty funny, actually. I actually like this part. Hope some of the heads are attending to watch, or at least they're watching from afar or something, like on a screen or in a pocket or something. They're watching from afar. We get some like maybe a point of view from over the top, from the back, silhouetted. But I would like it maybe on some like, when the underworld brokers in One Piece were like showing off like Smiley to blah blah blah, like I would like to see something like other sort. You did mention he will send a letter to other families and organizations. Oh, did I catch that? These organizations? So like the workshop and stuff too. I think you're right. I think he did say that too. So maybe like the workshop. Well, like Sun would be interesting if Like Sung sent somebody or something. I don't know. That'd be funny. But yeah, that's dope. I like that. So yeah, so this part here, when Keating calls him, he said Gustang left with the ship. And Traumerei seemed to be surprised by that. So the part where the princess pulls up on Traumerei, and first of all, this fit is fire. It's moving me. I like it. It's fire. It's a good fit. It's good. It's summertime, baby. It could be someone from a point in the family. She's like, huh, but they're not as important as me. And I was just dying because they're like, oh, He's like, good, let me cross over. Who do you think you are? Order us around. I am the family head. And they're like, she look at her. She's like, as I expected, just a family. She's like, did you just say family head? Why would he be here? And she started freaking out. I like this part. That was good. That was good because they're all pretty pompous and whatnot. So I actually like that part. That was that was pretty funny. But anyways, he's basically like, I'm a warp over. I'll have a welcoming drink. It's like, nah, no need. I don't really drink anyways. My sincerest apologies. And after, he's like, I guess this comment's weird to me. But I guess Baam is not a tower inhabitant, so I can guess why he'd say this. That's why he said, I guess the family head, it really does have great influence to make a snobby Zahar's princess behave that way. Now, can somebody please do me a favor? Did Baam meet Lilal and or Shalal? I don't remember them meeting. Because Baam was calling her shameless and snobby and all kinds of things. And I'm like, why is he talking like he knows her? I know that they were working with Elaine or Kaiser, the name hunter at the time, and they know what he looks like, and they wanted to defeat Jovial Grace. But Baam was talking like he met the bitch. I'm like, what's going on? It was so weird to me. He didn't, right? Never. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I think you heard about it from Endorsi or Elaine. Maybe you got to make that obvious, though. Let him say that. Well, I heard from Endorsi, blah, blah, blah. Him just saying that makes me think he knows something he shouldn't know. I think it's very that was a part of the chapter that threw me for the biggest loop. And I'm literally in my brain like, am I misremembering the name one station? Like, no, they never met. They didn't cross. Like, they he met Alfine or Alfine. She met her and stuff. So I don't know. Anyways, now shall we? So they go here. They go on the ship. He's like, I am the princess, Lolopabia, Zahar, send my greetings to blah, blah, blah. She's like, she's really nervous. I'm honestly so nervous right now. I can't talk straight. Yes, I understand. Raise your head. And he's like, I cannot. How can I even dare to witness your appearance? I'm not telling you to look at me. I have someone to show you. You may become your future partner. She's like, what? Now, I like that her nature is combating, is like fighting with her, like, sense of self. Wait, hold on. Did I say that right? I like that her like natural personality is fighting with what she's rejecting from the family head. But she's like, shit, I gotta be respectful though. So she's going like back and forth about it. So I actually like this part a lot. So when she sees Jovial Grace and he said that person Lilal Zahar, I don't mind him recognizing her. That's fine. Why is that guy here? Slayer candidate. She knows Viole because she saw a picture of him. You see that small box here? If SIU did that with like Baam thinks that Lilal is shameless because Endorsi said so. That's all you had to do. I'd have taken that. That's a small thing. That's all you had to do. So with me, it just seemed weird. And he's like, my sincerest apologies. How did I make a fuss on you? I'll be sure to behave from now on. That shit was funny. But I think he just cared that they met before. And basically saying it was like fake coincidence. I'm sorry, Chad. I've been going for a second. Let me see what you guys are saying. I'm a Jahar princess. No way I'm wearing a short skirt. No, they didn't. They never. Shoot the captain. Heard about it from Endorsi or Lane. Akko Williams about to be in this tournament. He heard from his friends, I guess. They never met. Long nose of Baam. I remember that. Captain is member of Hajin Sung. You think so? I'm in a theory about it. Just want to let you guys know. How long have you been live? Are you late? I've been live for. I think you could check if you. There's a command that lets you know how long I've been live. But I've been live for 35 minutes, 36 minutes. I think there's a command for that. I think you type in. If you type exclamation mark something, it tells you how long I've been there. So yeah. Wait. Yeah, there you go. Uptime. Why are you here to talk? I'm not here to talk about politics right now, sir or ma'am. But anyways, I'm not here for that today. So let's get it. Anyway, so yeah. He might become your future husband in the future. And she goes, excuse me? What does that mean? She's going why? Who, with the person who become the head of that heinous criminal group? Wait a minute. If you were called back at the name hunt station, I remember that you were the shameless one. Like, that's why I'm saying that comment is weird to me. Her saying you're a bad person, I'm a kind person, how the world works is fine, but I think it's interesting because she's basically like, yo, it makes no sense. I'd rather kill him. I can't stand him. So I think Baam's winning her over for sure for some reason. I just think I think so, but Do you guys think this is a soft confirmation that we are absolutely getting the Jihad Princess War arc? Do you think that the families are just going to send princesses of Jihad candidates? Because what if some of them don't want to lose their princesses? Now, obviously, to exchange a princess for an irregular is not even equivalent exchange. Like, you win. Like, that's far more valuable to your family and military might and all kinds of other things. But I'm interested to know if a bunch of families would want to send somebody prominent like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Surprise, Traumerei isn't that tall. Thought he'd be like Jihad height. Yeah, in this chapter, it seemed when in certain panels it didn't seem like he was as tall. I thought he was like 9 feet. Honestly, originally, I don't know. No, I think it'd be just princesses, solely princesses. Okay. First time seeing Traumerei do. Yeah, Traumerei did like he made a face. He called her. What did he say? He's like you're a noisy one or something. I like that though. There it is right here. Aren't you a loud one? I always like when very strong, serious characters are like, I'm not above making like gag type faces. Was it a little jarring? Sure, but I could understand why, because he's like, there's like this reverence of respect. Like I will not dare look at you and blah blah yada yada. It's like, you're gonna marry this guy. I ain't marrying that. What? Oh wait, I'm sorry, family. Like she like that's kind of funny. So I get it. I have no issue with that. But that was cool. I'm honestly scared that this is SLU substitute for the Princess War arc. I think people other than Princess will show up. I think so too. I don't think it will just be them, if anything. And you saying you think this is a substitute, that's probably the best way to put it. We're not going to get it in the way that we thought we were, but we'll have a bunch of them in this Bachelor-like competition fighting for Baam's love and affection. So when she said that she would kill, I audibly giggled and cut it out before you disappear. Right? Traumerei sending Lilal might make the other family heads be like, oh, ish, I need to send my princess to compete. Okay, fair. So because he's sending them and saying they're going to compete, they'll be forced to have to send some regular. I like that. Oh my, that makes sense to me. Traumerei might be a girl, mark my words. I don't think so. If I remember, somebody, what was I going to say about that? There was a reason why I don't think it made sense, but because I remember a lot of people were saying they think Karaka could be a girl too, but yeah, bring an act back. Yo, I'll be raw. Maybe there's a female who could compete with Jihad princesses, and they might be able to compete like Elaine. Also, I don't think many of the princesses would want to give up what they worked their whole life for just to be the wife of some guy they hate, and that they can result in them being shunned. I feel it. Ray won't bet on it though. Uber Chan returning to fail claimer man. She's not gonna win. I really hope this is limited to regulars, because this arc could be Elaine's time to shine. So maybe SIU saved her for this part, but then again, I don't want to see Elaine with Baam. She deserves better. She needs to be with me. Now, I was thinking before. I think I agree with you guys. I don't think we're gonna be getting a lot of Yo, she's funny. A lot of rankers. I don't think so. Proxy ones, maybe too, but I absolutely think SIU had already confirmed a long time ago that Endorsi is not Baam's love interest. Now, I know I say Adori because of Rand's comments. I think I've heard some people say N, Eurasia, just because of like her being trapped and she could relate to Baam on that level. That's interesting to me. What's the other one that I heard? There's one more I couldn't remember. It's not coming to me. But I was thinking at one point, when SIU said that Baam's love interest hasn't been like introduced or something, I can't remember the quote verbatim. I was thinking, did he say or did he mean Baam literally hasn't met them, or he has yet to introduce this character? Because I think those are two distinctly different things. Plot twist: Rachel married Baam. I think that's the least likely thing to happen, because one thing about Baam and Rachel is I don't think they have a romantic relationship in any capacity, and I think SIU made that clear from the beginning. It wasn't a romantic thing, personally speaking, in my opinion. I don't think so. So what would be very interesting is if he's paired with somebody that, I don't know, he doesn't really like. Like what if it was Yura? From like, remember when him and her fought for like the tickets? That'd be interesting. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the princesses can't marry or have a relationship up to sex, right? Yes, but if I think Traumerei was basically saying, having an irregular in my family is more important than that. I'll give that up. I don't. But then again, like, then you have to ask yourself: is Jihad aware of this? And if he is he cool with that? There's so many things to think about that could change how this goes. But what I will say is, we're operating with very little information. So right now, we're just in headcanon territory. This arc also explain Endorsee's real name and family. I like that. That family gets the letter or whatever, and they send Endorsee. Interesting. And maybe because they know that she already climbed a bit with the Slayer candidate, they think she has a natural advantage. I like that. You're thinking. Is it Miles that hates Yura? I don't like Yura. I don't like Yura. I don't know if it's Miles though. Rachel needs to marry me. I can fix her. You lying? Couldn't gonna crash the wedding. I think the marrying thing is wonky for Lopobia, so Elaine goes to F.U.G. We don't need no marriage. Facts. The thing I doubt is Adori has more authority than a family head. SIU stated Baam will break the hearts of many women. Rachel is gonna get you. I think Rachel might be involved. She might send an archive to the doctor. I think Rachel will be a part of this, but I don't think she'll be competing. I don't think she loves Baam in any capacity. I think Ray said he has to get Jihad's permission. Okay. We need more politics and fighting in this arc. I would love to see a lot of politics, man. Here's the thing. Jihad's empire is probably like the EU. Each family head is like a different country with an army and a central structure. Fair. Which Ray? Me or him? Oh, sorry. I see people started calling Traumerei Ray, so sometimes I just say Ray. My bad. I'm gonna keep saying Traumerei for no confusion. But yeah. He's here. I hate Yuri, my least favorite character in the whole series. I'm not mad at that. She sucks. She's awful. Yuri would win, but she's facing jail time. Yeah, I want to see Yuri so badly, man. I miss Yuri. I haven't seen her in such a long time, so it'll be dope. Why did they kill Anak's mom if they can just give up their princess status? Maybe it was because she had a kid while possessing Jihad's blood. Yes, I think that's the distinction. That's the greatest like difference in variable that we can really quantify. The difference was she ran away, got hitched and married, and then got pregnant. This is more like a willing relinquishing of that title for the irregular, so to speak. So I think that's the main difference. That makes sense to me. But it's interesting to think about. I didn't think we'd get it this way, but this is the way that we did get it. I'm sure a lot of people are mixed on it, but I think I agree with something someone said earlier. It's kind of funny how this happened, and sometimes I'll take it. It's just funny. I'll take it. It's a good little chuckle, a good little laugh, or whatever. Miles, did you want to hop in and give your 2 cents, brother? I forgot. My bad. I usually would come in the Discord just in case. My bad. I don't know if you want to chime in at all. You might be busy. If you're busy, you're busy. But it's probably just Jihad's special smoothie recipe, not actually his blood. Yeah, it's not literally Jihad's blood. That we know for sure. That's been confirmed. They're not literally getting Jihad's blood from it. It's like a process similar to what happens with the Houndborns. Sorry, the Houndborns. But can you relinquish the title without giving up the blood? So what she's saying is, would they have to remove the power they get from Jihad's procedure to marry Baam? That's interesting to think about. I don't know. Because the purpose of that procedure was to make somebody who can consummate with him, who was strong enough to handle his blood. That's a good question. Maybe this will answer a lot of things that we need to know about. I don't know. I believe princes are made every 100 years, so there should be quite a few laying around. I need Baam to say he will take all of them. Need that harem. Maybe female Slayer or Karaka finally revealed. It'd be interesting to see. We don't know though. We don't know that for a fact. Did you plan on going for a bit? If so, I can. I could. Nah, probably not, because I want to get some editing done. So, but let me know. We can always run it back another time though. Was Kun Maria princess? I forget. I think so. I think she was one. I think so. I think it's possible they won't remove the blood, just let them marry Baam anyway, since he's an irregular. Screw the rules. Fair enough. I think it complicates things if Jihad can influence people with his blood. I like how Endorsee stopped functioning when she saw his data. Oh, there's that too, right? Remember, like, and there's something to do with the sworn enemy too, I think. But I'm different. But even Masheni was like, Yo, in the data floor, so it's hard to say. It's a lot. All right, then that's fine. Yeah, how would the tower take the princesses that are supposed to be fighting for him or fighting for another dude? Are you gonna do another podcast with your friends on the Nest arc in the future? Actually, yes, absolutely. My actual plan is I'm waiting for the officials to catch up. Unfortunately, I want to do a Nest arc review with everybody: Joe, Haku, JD, Sun, Horizon. Am I forgetting? If Inspirational wants to do it, him too. I want to do an arc review of that with all the Tower of God YouTubers, so to speak. So that's my plan. But I gotta wait like 80 weeks because it is actually I actually like understand y'all's frustration. It has to be so frustrating being on the latest chapter and then like every Sunday they're talking about the official, like you're not like 7 weeks ahead. That's gotta be frustrating as hell. So yeah. Have you checked his second channel out? No, I haven't. I haven't checked his channel. It's about. I'm not really a JJK fan like that though, so it wouldn't really move me. JJK is cool and fine, but it's not really my cup of tea like that. So you think about it, doing a Bachelor and stealing princesses from Fudge Hawk and marrying one of them. That'd be fun. That'd be kind of funny. Will any of the Pope Adao be invited because they're? Oh shoot! You know why I think it'll be okay? Because Traumerei seems to be the one who's organizing this. Maybe if it was more related to Jihad, I don't think so. But I think we'll still get some Pope Adao people. I do think that. That'd be interesting though. I was actually low key hoping some rankers would be involved though, and the reason why was because I want to see some of the older princesses get into it. What would you guys do like if rankers were involved and Haigh-Rankers were involved and couldn't have the ones sent Masheni like, hey, she's like, what? And he's like, yo, you better go win that. Oh shoot. Female Slayer, please. I doubt the family heads know about the princess system is BS. At least with this, they can put their princess towards an attainable goal. I guess another question to ask yourself is how transparent has Jihad been with the other family heads? Because remember how we were trying to discern for a while? Did Traumerei know about Arlene and V being Bam's parents? And we had a varying bunch of opinions. Even Joe ended up coming along of Dr. Bonehead because he was like, I watched the video and he's like, you know what? I started thinking about it deeper. Like, right? Because I just assumed they all knew. But then you have to ask yourself, as a king of the tower, he can hide so much. He's got so much political sway, and he can probably control a lot of the flow of information that goes. I think because Gustang is so intelligent, it won't work on him. I think misinformation doesn't work on intelligent people. Not to call the other ones dumb, but they can be indoctrinated to believe whatever opinions or stances that Jahal holds are actually just and right. So this should be interesting. Will Traumerei appear in the? No, I don't think so. I think he'll stay behind the scenes because there seems to be this thing where it's like you can't even look at a family head or dare think about what they look like. I think not Masheni, but Maria is very possible. Maria works for me. I'm cool with Maria. I want to see our captor's daughter, but our captor's daughter being Pope Badao, weren't we mostly thinking she's probably from the RDA family? Maybe you think differently, Viola Grace, but I don't know. Watch Gustang sending Garum to make sure you Urek clash. What if you're free end? Gustang hacked his DMs and found out. Gustang and Edwin revealed Baam is the son of Arlene. Oof. I don't know. But I don't think the family heads will be there publicly. I think they'll be watching behind the scenes. Gustang gonna pull up like Orochimaru, interrupt the competition. Commentator drama in the building. Commentator would be crazy. Like he's like an FGZ like commentator and he's like, oh yes, Masheni with the great back air. Got it to 120%. That'd be so funny. But nah. I also think Traumerei seems to be like a shy person who doesn't like to be in the public because even Gustang noted that did he become one with this chair after like sitting in it for so long? Like Gustang seems to be somebody who might move. He might move privately, but he moves. He goes out. He maybe reads. He's part of a book club. He does what he has to do. He's on the floor of death. You know what I'm saying? Traumerei seems like a very much I stay in my room and I don't move. Like very, very introverted. That's how he comes across to me, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I can't say for sure. You say people look at family has yet regular nudes look at them all the time. Y'all remember Boro? I remember Boro when he was Raw. I'm kind of excited for this arc. I want it to be good. I hope we could really go on, like take the story to another level. I really hope it's good. I'll be honest though. I'm cautiously optimistic. I can't let the hype get to me. I gotta stay grounded. But I am intrigued though. I'm interested in seeing the two Puri family. I forgot to say this. So when we were talking about who knows, a lot of people said two Puri, two Peri, Petit. I don't know. I forgot his name. Because his Sorperket is the god's eye, he might have like a all-seeing eye and he knows about it. I personally just think it's an epithet that has to do with maybe his like level of perception, maybe how great his eyes are, and maybe it relates to some omniscience and omnipotence to some degree. But I don't think that's literal. Like the eye of God, I see it all. I don't think it's literal. I don't think he knows. I actually just think it's Gustang and Jihad, and possibly Kunadwan. I don't think anyone else knows. Bro, Baam getting a competition for himself while Urek has received a single reply to his DMs. That's crazy. All right, good night, brother. If this regular only, I guess this is a smart way to get away from the Ranker Royale making sense for enough. So you're saying that Traumerei is part of the unmoved? He is. He's the unmoved faction. I feel it. Should SIU enjoy himself on this arc and let loose, or should it be all serious? I have no problem with comedy. Like this stuff, like this shit with the princess was funny. Like her like bowing and unbowing and him making that face is funny. I think he should lean into some humor when it's appropriate. Personally speaking, I'm okay with some shenanigans. I am. I want to see more battle between the family heads, and no Gustang gonna call Yuri a meathead. Yuri a meathead. I feel like he would do it too. So, Northern they hitting right now. Just saying. Don't lie to me, man. Don't lie to me. Shalala not participating as L though. I think she might be in it too. I think they might get both of them. I need, as Simi would say, I need blonde hair and magenta hair in to be there. I need both. I think her silver hair came from Arc After himself. Arya have white hair for the most part. I don't think her family is obvious from looks right away. Okay, I hear what you're saying. I'm not mad at that. It's possible because he does have his hair is that color. Let me just check something. Not be getting disrespected in the text. Do Rins come as a package though? I would take both. I like magenta hair Rin a bit more though. As long as it's not real, the actual Rin. I don't actually like a Rin like that from the actual Fate Stay. I don't dislike her like Simi does, but I'm not a huge fan. But so is it like one per family or as many as you want to send? That's a good question. What are the limitations and rules and stuff? Like you get to send 3. I don't know. That's good. I don't know. Well, then again, if every family sends a 1, is that a war? That's a brawl at best. That's a scuffle. That is an altercation. That's not a war, you know? So it's Smash invitation only. People hate this. I think it's great. I get to laugh at all the people who wanted the Princess War. I feel that. Because so many people were just convinced it was absolutely without a shadow of a doubt this thing. And I was just like, I'm not saying anyone's wrong, but who told you that? That's all. War is it's a beauty competition. It's just The Bachelor, bro. It's just The Bachelor. That's all it is. That's so funny, yo. But I actually have a good feeling about this song. I think it'll be good. I think out of all the things out of season 3 so far, I have an inkling that this will be the strongest thing we see for a while. I don't know how long season 3 is going to be, but I think this will be good. People are thinking it's going to be a massacre, but it's just going to be a comedy tournament. You'd be surprised at how okay with that I would be. So, I've seen some people say this arc is homophobic. This is crazy in the fandom. What? Oh, why? Because women are fighting for Baam, I guess. You got to understand though that like also like in in the East is not the West, right? Like, I don't know where everyone in the chat is from, right? Like, I'm from Toronto. I'm from Canadian, right? So North America, I'm in the West, right? And our way of life is very different from so many other places in the world, and I don't think it's incumbent upon us to project our way of life as the right way to do and go about certain things in other places of the world. There's places in the world where they're not cool with certain things that we're cool with over here or we advocate for. And in the East, there's a lot of things that you'd be surprised are not particularly... They don't care. Like if we made an outrage like, this is anti whatever. You think Korea don't care about that? So yeah. That's funny though. I didn't no idea that was going on. But it doesn't surprise me with the way that our society has been set up now. So it doesn't surprise me. Who do you think would enter in Dorsey? Will she even be there? Last time we saw her, she was considered a traitor going after Rachel. I think we'll see her. I think she'll be there. I even think we'll see Yuri in some capacity. Even if it's behind the scenes. Gustang gonna get Kun to cross-dress and participate. There you go. Kun the one is gonna send Aguero. I'm from Croatia. Our way of life is very different from America. See, I feel that, right? It's not the same, and I know that. I experienced culture shock for the first time in like 2015 when I started traveling, and I'm like, who am I to say that the way that we think and we run our life works for this culture in this part of the world? Who am I to tell them that? Just because I believe in this thing. I don't like that kind of shit personally. So, do you think we're going to get directly to tournament stuff, or we're going to do we're going to get back Black Panther, Rachel, Wagner, and Iwa, other regulars? That's a good question. I think he'll speedrun it. Personally, I think we'll see other stuff happening, other character and things, but I think he'll do it quickly. I think he's gonna try to get to the tournament or competition as quickly as he can. That's my guess. Do you think this will possibly enter into a small Yuri arc in a month if she beats the competition? That's kind of why I said it, where it's like we can get a small 4 chapters of Yuri. And at the end of it, she learns about the competition, or at some point she learns about it, and then we don't see her for a while until the end of it, or something like that. I don't know. That's what I was thinking. But then again, you have to see what Hajin does when she gets the invitation and what she's thinking. So it'll be great. It is actually workshop battle for females only version. Yeah, Karaka is a girl reveal this arc. We'll see. I can't see Yuri, even if she was free, she'll be able to. I don't think she's gonna compete, but I think she'll be like in the shadows or something, or like super random. I could see like Yuri like in the crowd, like in a cloak, and anytime Baam like turns someone down, she's like, yes, like yes, that's right, pick me. Like, so I don't know. I think for next chapter is shots of the participants getting the invitation. I like that on some like smash invitation type beat. That'd be cool. So yeah. You're going to see Yuri going to assassinate the participant one by one in the shadows. She can be like, he's mine. Just shaking them like just rigorously. So, cause it ain't like the whole reason the Haas are pissed off is because of Yuri's treatment. It seems to be that I thought they'd care a little bit about Hajin Sung, but it seems like they don't. But I wonder if those two things intertwine at all. Like it's the Hajin Sung thing in tandem with the hot Yuri being handled the way that she was handled as a Princess of Jahal with 2 13-month series and things like that. Like you gonna do her like that, John? Bet. So am I satisfied with how things in the nest wrapped up? Let's see. How best to answer this? No, in the sense that there was a lot of loose ends and things that I don't think were properly tied up. But I don't know if you guys agree with this, but I would argue that in a lot of ways these arcs are starting to seem like the cage stuff bleeds into the Tooth Festival, which bleeds into the Wall of Clover. Like it's like a trickle down effect where like I wouldn't completely divorce this arc from the Nest, because the events of the Nest is what kind of makes this arc happen. But at some point, I'm gonna need some goddamn consequences, all right, for these actions and to tie up some loose ends. Calivan just being there still, and Light Boric, and a lot of weird things didn't get wrapped up. So Yeah, I don't know. So it's hard. It's hard to say. But if you were asking me just for the nest specifically, I'd actually say no. I don't think that. I don't think that was a satisfying conclusion. I think it just ended with a bunch of like possibilities and this and yada yada and blah blah. Yatra survived. So yes, but on a serious note, it's a real flimsy arc. Yeah, I think it's very roller coaster up and down. Do you think the dynamic with Kun would change if Maria was involved? When you say dynamic, do you mean Aguero and Baam, or just his attitude towards everybody in general? I think you would see him do a lot of introspection and think a lot about what's going on, but I doubt. I think we're at the point where I don't think SIU really cares about those type of character interactions. Like we've always said, like someone should be held accountable for lying about the deaths of Arc Raptor and Prince, and that never became a thing ever. White just said, "I did it, haha," and he packed up White and we moved on. So I think it's a narrative where those things don't particularly seem to matter at this point. So I actually wanted Yas Ratchet to die, by the way, but we'll see what they do with him. So we'll see. How long do you think this arc will end up being? I feel like it might just be a transition arc. SCU hasn't really completed an actual arc since like the Floor of Death. Everything just seems to flow from one arc to another. You kind of just said what I was thinking in a lot of ways. So seems like he just kind of like it's almost like he's trying to take a Kurigam approach, but just like without bone. Like it's the boneless version. Kurigam does that, like separates the arc, but they always seamlessly lead into each other, you know, and it bleeds into each other. But she does it at a much higher level, I'd argue. Yes, does mom you love now? Have mercy. All right, you good. All right, you good. I'm gonna let you rock. Then I'm gonna let you rock. However, mention how much I detest spikes. Like spikes, like what? Just general spikes. So yeah, I'm gonna be out. I'll catch you later. All right. Oh, we'll see what happens with that. I'm actually gonna wrap this up. If anyone doesn't have any final questions and stuff, I'm gonna wrap this up, edit this, throw it on the Patreon. Definitely hit up the Patreon if you're trying to get that exclusive early access content to everything and what I'm working on, and you could talk to me there too. I wonder if Rachel's task is going to go after Wagner in his ring. That'd be interesting. I actually do want Wagner to get involved in this in some shape or form. I need Wagner to come back into the store because he's such an important figure that I feel like just fell off the wayside for whatever reason. And that sword he has with who he's supposed to like kill, I need to know. So yeah. Nah, you good? Specifically Hollow Knight spikes. Silk Song! I need it! I wonder if Traumerei is vegetarian because animals and he's green. You know that'd be like really funny. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he was like vegan. I really wouldn't be. That'd be funny to me. Why can't? Woo! Wagner became useless for several arcs in a row. I want him to be important again. That's really all I'm saying. But you know. Patreon gang. I want to say thank you to my certified Baam lovers. You know the Brilliant gang out here. Gotta say thank you to the Priest of Fire, but especially the Fifth Zen God. Shout out to Sunny Kathapali, Simi, Shout Out to Your Body, Scobe, Revenant, Miles, Lucky Roo, Chris, Cayenne, Irene Sharda, Triss, David Langstaff, Childish Nujabes, Bloody Winters, Alan, and my boy Abdel. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you.